Hello, this is Philip and I'm here to show you my two free EFX render elements plugins for After Effects. These include EFX ID Select and Alpha Streaks. They are meant to work together, and well, here we go. If you have a 3D rendering, you can export some technical passes with it. One of them is a node ID pass. It's meant to help you select individual objects in compositing, so you can have selective color correction on them. You can easily select the objects from this using After Effects' tools like keyers or channel extractors, but I think I've found an easier and cleaner way for this. So we have the basic rendering here, and let's just say we want to color correct these three boxes. Let's duplicate the layer. Let's apply the ID select filter. Let's solo this layer for a while. What we have here is input 2. Sorry about that, I'm not able to name inputs in After Effects using Pixel Bender toolkit. Maybe in the next release they will allow it. So the input 2 is obviously the node ID pass. And that's what we're seeing here. The show parameter, well, basically lets you decide what you want to view. The ID render element, the original layer, and the final selection. We don't have anything selected yet, so it's empty. So let's select the IDs. This one, this one, this one. As you can see, you can select up to 5 IDs here. Let's view the final, and here we go. Now you have two tolerance sliders. This zero selection tolerance means that if a color differs from any of the selected IDs by more than 0.05, then it will not be selected at all. If we increase this level, you'll see we are selecting more and more colors, right? So anything above this threshold will not be selected at all. Now we have the full selection tolerance. That means that anything below this threshold, the difference between a color and any of the selected IDs here, if it is lower than this value, it will be selected fully. And obviously anything in between these two values will be selected partially. So just to show it, if we select a lot of colors here, right now they are selected fully or nothing at all. We introduce the difference between these two values, and you can see that anything below this value is completely selected. Anything in between has an opacity for selection, right? So let's just crank these values so that we have only the boxes selected. Okay. And okay, that's nice. We've got our boxes selected, and the problem is, you'll notice, we don't have a clean selection here. Unfortunately, that is a problem when you're working with render elements. Because of anti-aliasing, the data on these passes is not consistent, meaning that a solid color represents an object, right? So we have an object here and we have an object here. That's clear. But when there's a border between these objects, you have a fade between those two colors. There's no way around it. There's no way other than to do this like this. But if you want to work with it, these are different colors. The colors here is not this color, it's not this color, so basically it's a different object, right? So unfortunately you're left with always with some artifacts on edges of objects, and that's when our second plugin comes in, Alpha Streaks. It's basically meant to go through the entire image, view the alpha channel, and whatever it finds streaks in the alpha channel. By streaks I mean single pixel lines of like a hole in the alpha channel, or an island in an alpha channel, and it just removes them. Since they're not always single pixel streaks, you have a second option of looking for 2 pixel streaks, and that usually deletes the artifact that we don't want. We also have a remove threshold. The remove threshold is basically from original alpha before alpha streaks. If an alpha is lower than this value, it will be zeroed out. So for example, we have a leftover here in the alpha, but because it's really almost invisible, we can cut it out with the cutoff threshold. And that's it. We have a hole here. So I'm betting if we reapply the alpha streaks, it will disappear. Exactly. And now we have a basically clean selection that we can do color correction on. Let's do curves. Let's brighten them up. Do a little red. And there. As simple as this. You can always add some blurring to the alpha channel, like for example with matte choker. As you can see, you can choke with a negative value so that it expands a little bit, and there you go. Thank you for watching.